Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Alex. This is Ike. Our company is called Ephesoft, and we specialize in extracting meaning from unstructured content. Today, we're going to show you our new financial document machine learning model that we've built with our new platform, Ephesoft Insight. And we're going to show you how it can be deployed into a bank's international trade services organization to help accelerate legitimate transactions and help prevent the fraudulent ones. So last year, our technology was adopted by the US intelligence community, and they're using it to crawl through millions and millions of documents to extract data, find correlations, and gather intelligence. Simply put, they're using document content to catch bad guys. This used to be a manual process for them, but now it's fully automated using our machine learning technology at a big data scale. Ike is showing you here how quickly the agencies were able to categorize document content using our supervised machine learning UI. So, with the intelligence community using our software to catch bad guys, it quickly became apparent that perhaps the financial service community could benefit from our technology as well. So, hang on to your seats. For the next 5 minutes, we're going to jump into the exciting $600 billion world of trade-based money laundering. And we're going to show you how document analytics can be used to leverage all of the unstructured data associated with an international transaction. You know, today's criminals are smart. Smugglers are no longer strapping cash to the inside of their jacket and just hoping for the best. They are purposefully targeting trade finance because these types of transactions are complex with many parties involved, and they are notoriously document intensive. You know, it's hard to find fraud when these criminals are quite literally covering their tracks with unstructured data. So let me introduce you again to Ike Kavas. He's our company's founder and CTO. Let's pretend for a minute that he is a trade finance officer at a bank. He wants to quickly approve trade credit requests to drive revenue for his department. But at the same time, he wants to hunt down the money laundering and the fraud so that his bank does not get hit with huge compliance fines. So Ike is logged into Insight here. He has pulled up the International Trade Services dashboard that we've built. The information on this dashboard represents a data set from letter of credit transactions. And we've extracted this data from a variety of electronic documents, bills of lading, certificates of origin, commercial invoices, etc. So we've stripped the content off the page, we've correlated it, and now Ike can make some decisions with it. So back on the dashboard, the pie chart on the top left here, it's a simple breakdown of the transactions grouped by risk level. This is what we call a traffic light analysis. We're using the bank's TBML red flags to identify which transactions are risky and which ones are not. So let's dig into this red slice here and take a closer look at these risky transactions. So the line chart here on the bottom right. This is perhaps most prevalent in today's money laundering world. Criminals aren't transferring cash, they're transferring value. And the way that they transfer value is through over and under invoicing. So for example, a couple years ago, it was estimated that over $100 billion was smuggled into China through over invoicing. So in this data set, we're extracting product and price data from commercial invoice PDFs that the bank has collected. Ike has this data filtered to one customer, which happens to be an exporter of luxury cars. You can see the transactions here plotted along with a trend line, nothing out of the ordinary, right? But when you overlay a pricing benchmark, you start to see some outliers. This is an example of where we're comparing unstructured data from document content against a structured data set. And you see, you know, some variance is to be expected, but at the end here you see an invoice with a deviation of over 50% and over 60% from that pricing index. So let's show you again where this content's coming from. It's coming from a line item on a commercial invoice that we've extracted. So I don't know what the going rate is these days for a Tesla Model S, but I do know it's more than $38,000. So something's going on here, and this is what we're doing. Our machine learning is grabbing these values of interest from all of these documents. So another thing that we've extracted here is the shipping destination. In this case, it's Myanmar, which is a high-risk jurisdiction according to the bank. So this leads us down another path. Back on the dashboard, you can see that we've overlaid all of the shipping data from all of these shipping documents, and Ike can now sort this information based on origin, destination, route, and by risk level. So in this case, he can see all of the transactions that are going into Myanmar as a destination. So the last visualization that we want to show you this morning is the mind map. This is where we're digging even deeper to find connections across multiple transactions, multiple accounts. So in our example invoice, we had extracted the freight company, and it was called ProShip. So now we know that ProShip is associated with a company that was grossly under-invoicing and also shipping to a higher risk destination. So now what I can do is he can see all of the other accounts and transactions that are anyway associated with this freight company, ProShip. So this is where I can start to see third and fourth level connections across accounts and transactions, and where you can start to do predictive analytics to prevent the fraud and the money laundering before it happens. So in conclusion, this morning, I hope you had a chance to see how we are using unstructured data from document content to find important connections. Connections that in some cases just don't exist in more traditional structured data sets. Taking the money laundering example one step further, you can start to see how our platform could be used to find and fight terrorist financing. So this is why the US government is using our technology already today, and this is why we believe financial organizations will benefit as well. I hope you come see us if you'd like to learn more. We're in the back corner. So thank you, everyone.